Hello everyone, my name is Milla, and today I'm going to be doing a spoiler-free review of James, Clyde, and the Diamonds of Orchestra. First of all, I wanted to start off by saying that I was sent this book by the author himself. However, everything I say about this book in this video are my own unique and honest opinions. So if you guys do not know what this book is about, it's actually a middle grade novel. It follows James Clyde, who is in foster care with these other kids, Ben and Mary Foster. But every year during the holidays, James, Ben, and Mary always go and spend time with James's grandfather. This visit, however, is very different from the rest of them. A day or so into their stay, James's grandfather is about to go out and he tells the children not to go outside. Unfortunately, the kids do not listen to James's grandfather and venture outside when they see a mysterious man in black creeping around James's grandfather's house. At first, the kids dismiss this, hoping that the guy will go away. He doesn't. And so the kids go back inside and begin contemplating what to do. And then James's grandfather enters the house, but he is blood-soaked and dying. On his deathbed, James's grandfather tells him all about Orchestra, a magical place, and a diamond that can grant any wish. And he tells James that he has to find this diamond and he has to bring it back to Orchestra before the man in black can get his hands on it. And so James goes to find the diamond in the hidden land of Orchestra, with Ben and Mary at his side. I really like the beginning of the book. It starts off with this fast-paced scene that really captures the essence of our protagonist very well. After that scene, however, I wasn't that impressed by the story. But the more I thought about the plot and the more I thought about the characters, the more problems I had with the story. And so I ended up giving this book a 2.5 out of 5 stars. And in the beginning, I actually enjoyed the book a lot more than I was expecting to. But about 50 pages in, I started thinking more and more about the characters, not just James, but also Ben and Mary, the antagonists, the people who help them along the way in their journey to get to Orchestra, and while they're in Orchestra, and it seemed as though James is the only character with a purpose. All the other characters in the book were just there to help James, like, they didn't have any goals like Mary and Ben. Why did they go to Orchestra? They go because James is going. They don't really have a choice. And they don't really want to stick around the house, considering the man in black was there. They really didn't have anything else going for them. They didn't have any hopes or goals in this book. Everything they did revolved around James. Everything that all the secondary characters did revolved around James, which after a while was pretty annoying. Like, I expected some character development with them. And also I expected a little bit more character development with James. By the end of the story, he really didn't change that much. Yes, he was changed by the death of his grandfather, and that his reason for living was revenge, which I found kind of disturbing. Everything he did from then onward was about revenge. All he wanted to do was revenge. And everyone around him, all the adults and secondary characters were like, yeah, James, you'll get your revenge. You're a 10-year-old kid and everyone's telling you that revenge is okay. What? Why? I was just very confused by that, and why no one tried to show him that revenge isn't everything, that revenge isn't important, which would be a good theme to discuss in later books, but as far as I know, there isn't another book published. There's just so little change that happened in this book. Yes, James got to Orchestra. Yes, Mary and Ben did too, but there was just so much buildup of excitement in the beginning of the book, and it kind of just dropped off by the time they got to Orchestra, which was like 50 pages into the book, and I just started losing interest in the story. Things went in directions that I wasn't expecting, which in other circumstances can be great. It could be a powerful twist to the storyline. However, I didn't think that that really fit with this book. It just made things more confusing, and instead of developing the characters more and focusing on the plot at hand, we had too much and too little of the story at the same time. We got too many details that really didn't add anything to the story, and too little details that contributed to the plot, that contributed to the character development. Another thing that bothered me in the story was the way Mary was portrayed. Mary, who is a little girl, always carries around a teddy bear and is pretty much always a little girl in need of saving, which really bothered me. Mary was just a stereotypical girl. She was weak, she couldn't really do things for herself, and she relied on James and Ben, which was really irritating to me. Yes, she's a little girl, but like, couldn't we have given her some strong traits? Moreover, her brother kept saying these little things to her, like, oh, you can't do this because you're a girl. And he went around calling her Blondie. I didn't like the way that she was portrayed, and found her character pretty lacking because of that. But yes, those are all my thoughts and opinions on James, Clyde, and the Diamonds of Orchestra. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Milla. I hope that you all are having a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!